Welcome back to Animeology, and today we're going to take a look at 10 new anime with an overpowered main character. All the animes on this list are some that have come out in recent years and all feature an overpowered main character. This comes in many forms, from being a master of the element to being a civilization's strongest fighter. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Last Crusade, or the Rise of a New World. This anime is set in a world where long ago an ancient energy called star spirits were discovered. These spirits have the unique attributes of granting compatible hoes magical abilities. Those who are compatible would then develop a bright birthmark somewhere on their body. Because of this, people who were not compatible with star spirits began to fear being discriminated against and oppressed. Through a series of events, this later sparked a war between normal people and compatible hosts, later called witches. As time progressed, two nations were formed: the mechanical utopia and the paradise for witches. The protagonist of the story follows Iska, a young swordsman who is the mechanical utopia's strongest fighter, and the ice witch, who is considered the strongest of all the witches. For one side to lose either one of these two would result in an almost instant victory. Number 9. The Eighth Son? Are you kidding me? This show follows the story of Ichinoma Chiniko, a typical 25-year-old office worker, who awakens in the body of Wendelin, the eighth son of an impoverished noble family. Like most isekai anime, the main character over time develops overpowered abilities. But in this anime, these abilities and noble title actually wind up interfering with the life you work so hard for. While this show isn't anything revolutionary in its theme, it's a good watch if you can turn off your brain. Number 8. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. After 2,000 years of war and violence, the Demon King announced Voldegord made a deal with a human hero named Kanan to sacrifice his own life to ensure that peace could flourish. However, this deal had a second part to it, which allowed Announce to be reincarnated 2,000 years later. However, what awaited him was a world filled with weak descendants and many types of magic being lost or deteriorated due to everyone being accustomed to peace. After attending the school that gathers and educates students in search of the reincarnated demon lord, it was revealed that all traces of Analysis kingdomship were erased from the minds of everyone, and his compatibility to his old role was even regarded as a nap. Number 7. Ari Ferretta from Commonplace to World's Strongest. The loner Hajime was transported to another world with his classmates and is immediately ridiculed for having the weakest stats and abilities. After all, his ability to transmute objects is not only a weak one but also very common. After being betrayed during a dungeon raid, Hajime fell to what everyone believed was his death. However, he survived the fall and is forced to learn how to survive in this strange and dangerous environment using his weak ability and constant anger. He defeated and ate the monsters in a dungeon. Slowly acclimating to his new lifestyle, he began to painfully manifest the abilities of the monsters he ate. Number 6. Plunderer. The Sand may send a post-apocalyptic world that's dominated by counts, numbers branded on the bodies of every human that determines their worth. This number is any number related to an important aspect of that individual's life. For Hina, Her account corresponds to how many hundreds of kilometers she has walked. When an individual's count drops to zero, they're dragged into the abyss, which results in them suffering a fate even worse than that of death. After he and his mother was dragged into the abyss, Hina sets out on a journey to locate the legendary ace. Her life is forever changed when she encounters like Bach, a mysterious man with a negative count. Number 5. Didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? This anime follows the story of Misato Kurihara, a genius girl who struggled to make friends because of her exceptional abilities. After she dies after saving a little girl from a car accident, she's given the option to be reincarnated into a fantasy. Due to her life experiences, Misato wished to be reincarnated with average ability so that she can live a normal life that she's always wanted. Sadly for her, this new world takes into account the power of all magical beings from the absolute strongest to the absolute weakest, resulting in her physical and magical abilities being 6,800 times stronger than that of a typical human. Number 4. Cautious Hero. This anime bears a severe resemblance to Konosuba. Restarte is a novice goddess who was tasked with saving an S-rank world from a demon lord. To her amaze, she stumbled across a hero candidate named Seiya Ryujin whose stats were significantly higher than every other option. As you probably already assumed, the gimmick of the show is having an overly cautious main character. Upon being summoned by Restarte, Seer revealed his overly cautious nature. He was cautious of everything including Rosate. He even refused to enter this new world's safest location until he trained to a comfortable level. Number 3. Fire Force. From the same author as Soul Leader brings us the next entry on this list. Spontaneous human combustion is a real and major problem in Tokyo City. Fire Force follows the exports of Shinra Kusakabe, a third-generation pyrokinetic, who attained the nickname the Devil's Footprint from an incident that occurred in his childhood. Shinra joins Fire Force Company 8 and works together with them to figure out the reason behind random humans bursting into flames. Shinra possesses the ability to shoot flames from his feet, giving him extreme maneuverability when it comes to fighting or simply flying around. Later on he learns to better control his flames, increasing its speed and power, and even later on Shinra awakens the ability to let him move the light speeds. Number 2. Darwin's Game. Following the passing of one of his best friends, high school student Konami Sudoku receives an invitation to play Darwin's Game, a mobile game that he's never heard of. Unbeknownst to him, this mobile game turned out to be an all-out battle royale, turning Konami's life into a daily struggle for survival. The players of this game all receive a unique ability called a sigil. In our protagonist case, he received the sigil called the Fire God's Hammer, which allows him to recreate weapons and other objects that he's touched before. Despite being trapped in a game of relentless murder and conquest, Konami is determined to clear the game and take out the creator once and for all. Number 1. Tower of God. Tog follows the story of 25th BAM. A boy spent his entire life beneath a vast and mysterious tower with his close friend Rachel. When Rachel leaves to enter the tower, BAM decides to go after and search for her. He faces challenges at each floor of the towering to find his closest companion. As someone who's read the webtoon, I can adamantly say Tower of God is packed with mouth-dropping plot twists and well-written characters. This adaptation was pretty good, but this anime will truly shine in second season.